super athlete.
This is Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. Delighted to be joined here by my friend. I was going to go down the gym a couple of weeks ago, but I thought I've rinsed all you boys so much for interviews, so save it for fight week. George Liddard, lovely to see you, bro. How's things?
Yeah, good to see you, man. Feeling good. Yeah, ready to go.
Obviously at the presser today. Look, first things first, when Callum Smith's name comes off the card, I know there's a Newcastle show next week, so it probably would have been easy to shift you onto that, but was there a little bit of worry that the date may have fallen through?
You know what, I see the announcement come out and I read the first line and I was like, no. Like, my heart dropped, like, you know, I kept on reading it and I saw the event was happening, so yeah, pleased to be able to, you know, put on a show again, and glad I ain't got to wait much longer to do it.
Last time out in London, this time in Liverpool, we're seeing a different sort of crowd this time, but sort of excited, an opportunity to impress and sort of show yourself to a different market?
Definitely good to, you know, show some more fans what I'm capable of. Obviously I'm on nice and early, but yeah, I'm sure people will be tuning in, and shame not as many people can obviously make it up here, being quite far, but you know, I'm going to hopefully get a new set of fans.
You just said to me off camera now, it's like, oh, I'm back into it, you know, all the press conferences, all the lights and everything. Are you enjoying it? Are you relishing it, making the most of it all?
I love it. You know, you get used to it on fight week, like, because obviously outside of fight week, I don't do that many interviews. And then come up here, you got the presser, and everyone's, you know, bringing you over for interviews and that. But yeah, I get used to it again, and I enjoy it. You know, I like all the lights, and it's part of it really. It's part and parcel.
George, obviously you're in the Matchroom Elite Gym, some outstanding talent around you. Just how nice is that for you? Obviously such a young pro and the early beginnings of your career. You're only young, a couple of years older than me. But when you're around a team like that, I suppose there's no real way that you can go wrong.
It's only going to bring me on, you know. I like the hard sparring. I have hard sparring week in, week out, you know, doing 8 to 10 rounds with Felix Cash, you know, world level fighter, fighting for a European title in April. So having that only gives me confidence that I'm going to go on to do big things myself. You know, everyone around me is confident, my whole team's confident, and you know, with the experience in the team I've got, I can only go on to do good things. Saturday
night, what do you make of your opponent? I don't know if you've been able to see much or whatever, but what are you sort of expecting?
I've watched a couple of videos. I don't like to watch too much, to be honest, because I know when they get in there with me, it's going to be a different story. You know, they haven't boxed someone like me. And I've got explosive power in both hands, and I'm very fast, so I don't watch too much of it. But from what I've seen, you know, I shouldn't have no worries at all. But you know, it's a man in front of me trying to take my head off, so I just got to beat him to it.
George, what's the path for you? Obviously you are only young and you don't even want to push things, but you know, once you get a couple of good show reel wins, all the fans are like, step this guy up, but there does need to be a process in doing it. Have you sort of got an idea mapped out with your team in your head of how quickly you want to progress and move through the ranks?
Listen, if it was up to me, I'd move up very quick. You know, I'm up for taking risks, and I'm one of them fighters. Like, I'll fight anyone, but you know, I've got a team around me. They know I'm young. I've got plenty of time, and it does need to be done in a certain process, I think. And I do need to go through the levels first, and for one, I need to prove my way there first, because a lot of people will be saying, well, why has he got that opportunity, you know? So I want to prove my way there, keep beating everyone that gets put in front of me, and I think I will. You know, I'm very confident I'll keep beating whatever style gets put in front of me. But ideally, I'll be honest, I'd like to start challenging for some, you know, like English, British titles within the next couple of years, definitely. So, and I think I will.
George, you're only young and you're sort of early in the game, so I'm not going to sort of ask you to start giving out opinions on the whole Conor Benn situation, etc. But obviously training with him in the gym and everything, how has that been?
Yeah, Connor's a pal of mine, and I think he's a great guy. He really is a great guy, you know, and I've trained around him, and he's one of the hardest workers in the gym. And yeah, I believe him. I definitely believe him. He's part of my team, and I see him week in, week out, you know, and he's genuinely is a good guy. And to be honest, I learn a lot from him when it comes to like the work ethic, and I went out and did a training camp with him, and it only pushed me on to work harder and harder. And I think I sparred rounds with him, and yeah, he's great to be around. He's a great guy to be around.
Top man, just finally from me, for people that haven't seen you before, what can we expect come Saturday night, Echo Arena, Liverpool?
Another explosive performance, hopefully. You know, listen, I want to stay nice, calm, collected like the last time, and hopefully dispatch him soon.
George Liddard, thank you very much for speaking to us at Boxing Social. Nice one.